Mr. Yashovardhan Azad is a former IPS and CIC. He's also joining us from Mumbai. Mr. Azad, thanks for your time. Ever since the attack, we have been receiving information from sources. The police seem mum at the moment. What do you think the thought process is at this moment for the force?
Well, you know, what has been revealed so far is one of the most sinister plots in the capital. And the blasting of that car at a very crowded time and area and a very sensitive location is something which was already a foregone conclusion that it was a terrorist act. And of course, it took time to ascertain whether it was done in panic or it was a calculated terrorist attack. Now, the security forces are, you know, going across various states because the linkages are wide open. This is an educated collar crime and a huge, terror machine which has been working for the last 2 years. And therefore, more and more cars, those vehicles which were to be used for car-borne IED attacks, they are being found. And there are more people who have been indoctrinated, radicalized by the various Maulvis. They are being located. So, but a major disaster has been averted so far, but it is yet to be seen whether some of those agents of theirs or some of those vehicles which are out will not create any more blasts like this. So I think there are various trails. There are handlers in Turkey. That part is explored. The money which is coming in, whether it's coming through cryptocurrency or something, that is being also looked into. There are various police in various states going into action, seizing explosives and catching the others at large. So I think their hands are absolutely full at this time.
Mr. Azad, as the investigation continues, there seems to be some loose ends within India's intelligence team and the police. Did you observe that as well? And if indeed there are loose ends, what are they and how can the department tighten them to avert them in the future? Very quickly.
Yeah, that's a good question. There are 2-3 things which must be noted. One is that Dr. Nabi, the guy who blasted himself in the car, drove 60 kilometers all the way from Faridabad after the seizures had been made. And obviously when the alert would have already been given, there was no one to check. So a robust system of police checking at such roads. Number 2, an artificial intelligence enabled a smart control room should have detected a car which was loitering around for so many hours. That's another mistake. And the third is, yes, if a module was developing in these last 2 years, then the state intelligence agencies or the central intelligence agencies should have got a whiff of it and sort of nipped it in the bud. So yes, I do think that these are things to be looked into.
Mr. Azad, as we wrap this conversation up, as a former IPS, do you have any suggestions or advice to the team in Delhi?
Yes, I have a lot of advice, and one of the things which is the key to this terrorist plot is radicalization. So we have to take the de-radicalization attempts at a newer level. Investigation is one thing where you catch all the culprits and then you find out their handlers and find out the sources of money, etc., etc. But once that job is complete, the ongoing job in the counter-terrorism strategy has to be de-radicalization, and that cannot be left only to the intelligence agencies or to the police. It has to be done by the society leaders. It has to be done by the university heads, the deans, the principals, as also by the politicians who in their constituencies and people like chief ministers who should engage with the educated youth, engage with the middle class, who so far appear to be distant from the politics of it. I think that's one of the most important lessons and advice which I would give to the security forces.
All right. That is Mr. Yashovardhan Azad. Thank you very much for talking to us today. He's a former IPS, and thank you very much for your advice as well.